Hello everyone, welcome to the City Crit. I'm your Dungeon Master Harna and joining my usual big roll of players. Let's start off with the person closest to Brazil and then work our way to the furthest point.
That's really easy and then becomes more difficult.
Sort of. Hi, my name is Ulsorth. I play Bahagor, a white dragonborn, half warlock, half fighter. Currently in Brazil, taking pictures of monkeys. Yes, live monkeys.
I would hope so, rather than dead monkeys.
I want to take one home with me, but I'll probably get arrested.
Don't worry, you could just buy one.
From this. We get a sponsor from this fucking guy.
We do not want a sponsor from the illegal lemur man.
Joining us today is an illegally imported lemur. His name's Phil.
Oh, I would fucking love a lemur though. What was the fucking kids cartoon that had the lemur?
Madagascar.
No, Zumafu? Zumafu? I can't. Okay, I swear to God, this was a thing.
1 year younger than me, and I feel like.
No, this is old. This is like. Hang on.
Well, anyway, next person nearest to Brazil. Who is it? Who would it be?
Probably George.
Yeah, probably. If you're going laterally.
It depends whereabouts in Brazil, though.
I just said
It
Brazil.
depends where you're sitting. Yeah, it depends.
I'll go next because I have some chips in the air fryer and I don't want them to burn.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi, I'm George. I play Malice Zavir, the Drow cleric, and it was a Zubumafu. It was a show in the 90s and they had this lemur.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I think it was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, there was a thing I saw where it was like he died, and I was like, is this like the Salem thing all over again? I swear to God that was a puppet, but once again, lemur and puppet. On to the next person.
Yeah, next closest to Brazil is probably me. I'm Rob. I totally remember who I play, which is Bodger, who is a halfling monk. Used to be the saviour of the party, and now he just gets beat up a lot. But he's a little fella with big misses on his kicks. Just complete. Finding air regularly.
Vulture came to Icewind deal looking for a big missus.
I mean, most of his other halves have been big misses. He's a halfling.
True.
What can I say? He likes a challenge. And he's now found himself in a hole.
Vulture has the same problem I have, which is all of the short women are taken by tall men, so you have to opt for taller women.
Yeah, the only way you're finding somebody shorter than you is illegal. You ended up on a register.
Or on the Epstein list.
Oh, yeah.
There's a throwback, call back to last week.
Either or.
Oh shit, yeah.
Epstein list again.
I will tell you a funny story about the list. One of the people who works for me, who runs the door in my restaurant, was talking about it, and she was like, I just can't believe it, we learned all about him in school. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, like the theory of relativity. And I was like, Anastasia, do you mean Einstein? And she's like, yeah, Einstein Island. And I was like, what? Like, she still believes. I didn't break her heart, I just let her live in that fantasy.
Damn. Anyways, hi, I'm Adam. I play Scratch, our human druid. She likes to turn to animals, she has beef with the Frostmaiden, and she likes to arm wrestle, and her strength score is surprisingly high for how small she is.
Oh,
and I'll pass the on a lot of the human.
Yeah, you guys are currently, right now, in Dugan's Hole. You had attempted, well, most of you got a lovely little rest. One of you, not so much.
No, not so much as all.
Oh, almost no rest, in fact.
I had a little rest.
Short rest, a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anytime you try to take a long rest, you're being plagued by these nightmares. Does anyone remind me what else happened last time?
We killed wolves.
We saved the inbred kids.
You did?
And we met a new man, 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Classic.
Pet human.
And we got the little kobolds have new home, I think.
Yeah, you got the so the people who the children who you saved. You managed to convince their mother to give up the children's bedroom and one of the beds so that human could take up residence in their house and live there.
Yeah, I will get some little rewards as well, I believe.
Yes, indeed. You got a few
gold value.
Yeah, I think you got from her. She gave you a pair of boots. She also
Oh yeah, the boots.
gave you some boots, and you also got a bottle, a vial of thrim, which is this kind of like, or thrime, depending on how you pronounce it. This kind of like substance that comes when a remoraz gives birth, which you managed to find, and also some oil barrels, which with the help of the kobolds, you were able to roll back through the snow back to Dugansoul. So you still have those now. If you wanted to keep them for yourselves, or you could try to find somewhere to sell them. Looking to sell oil barrels, it's going to be very easy to achieve that goal if you want to, or you may want to keep them for your own nefarious purposes. But they are heavy.
The oil bar is very expensive. Like it's quite valuable.
Pieces of pop, I think.
They were for about 50 gold each.
Yeah, I think should sell the barrel.
Yeah,
Maybe kind of clumsy to carry them around as well. Then.
Yeah, I think we would just pawn them off at some point.
Yep.
Quick question for the which town did Scratch recall there was a cleric in, or could be? I think it was East Haven, but I'm not sure.
I believe I said that Bryn Shander had a
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Bryn Shander has a like a place of worship to trying to remember the name of the god. It's the old name for the Morning Lord.
Lathander.
Not Lathander, the other name for him. Oh no, it's the house. It is called the house of the. It's the house of the Morning Lord, but is Amaunator. Amaunator. Amaunator.
El Minotauro.
Hang on. Why the fuck would you not put that in the pronunciation guide? You're like, oh yeah, that one's easy to say. Yeah, but we'll happily put, literally, the word Arn is in here. A-R-N is in here. How do you pronounce it? And it just says in all caps, Arn. But it won't put Aumanator. It's spelled A-M-A-U-N-A-T-O-R. Aumanator. I'm gonna go for Aumanator. It sounds like Manator Kurtz. Aumanator. Manator's in great pain.
Manator, that's great. It's a very Irish word.
The good news is the priest who runs it is now Irish. Even though you've not met them yet, they're going to have a very strong Irish accent.
I think we should have to bring Shander.
That's going to be funny. Right, I think you should sell the oil. And there's like this little miniature thing as well with him, like made of tusk or something.
Yes, there's a little scrimshaw carving you found in the lockbox. I think we're about like 25 gold.
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
Yeah, but Scratch would probably, if anybody wanted to help her, she'd maybe enlist the kobolds if they were useful enough, and just walk around door to door and just like, hello, do you want to buy some oil?
Yeah, you guys managed to get the oil flogged. The kobolds are exchanging their services to help in this matter. They would like a little bit of money, and like, please, we have nothing. We have literally nothing. I appreciate you got us a house and you saved us from that horrible cold death, but we'd really like to something to help ourselves get a start in life again.
I was just trying to calculate. So, all in all, we made 425 gold each divided by 4, so that's 106.25. Scratch would suggest, how about to make it simpler on the divisions, or dividing, we give them all 1 1/4 of a gold, so that's 5, right?
That sounds fine for me, yes.
So, well, beggars can't be choosers. Thank you so much for your generosity of this 400 gold pile that you have.
Beckons.
Yes, I like that maths. So how much do we get each? Sorry, how much do you get each again?
I think you're getting 105
Oh,
each by the signs.
105.
105.
To be fair,
105 gold.
5 gold is quite a lot in D&D, to be fair.
Yeah, it's true. It's like several days'
105,
wages of a skilled laborer.
105 gold, that's a lot. Yes.
But yeah, you have that. You also have these boots, which you were given. I don't know who took the boots.
I don't think we said we took the boots.
If anyone would like to have taken the boots, if anyone would like to have taken the boots, you can attune to them if you want to.
Take them if nobody wanted to, but...
Oh,
I
what's taking the boots?
Because I imagine that they're probably not Bodger's size.
They don't look like they're Bodger's size, at least initially, no.
Although, you know, if they were as inbred as their children, maybe. Maybe he had real
Yeah,
teeny
they could-
feet.
Yeah, maybe he was like a little, like a small person.
Or a regular size.
You think if you had a couple of pairs of socks on, you could probably squeeze into them. Halflings, I suppose, in some fantasies are known for their big feet.
True.
I mean, if no one takes the boots, I'll take the boots. I'm already
Bodger
fucking cursed anyway.
would just assume that Bahagor would have taken them.
Sure.
It's been like, we don't get a look in for that kind of stuff, and we're not gonna complain.
Okay, well, I'm already fucked anyway. I might as well just take them as well.
Just in case they're cursed. He's your curse check.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
Well, on one of your many short rests you took that night, Bahagor, you could have attuned to these, and you would have discovered that they are a pair of the boots of the Winterlands.
That's really handy, because the boots of the Summerlands would be fucking useless here.
They are furred boots. They're snug and quite warm, and while you wear them, you gain resistance to cold damage, which you already had. You also ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow, and you can tolerate temperatures as low as 50 degrees without any additional protection. And if you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures all the way as low as minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Almost like it's perfectly designed for Icewind Dale in these conditions.
Would it be worth giving those
I
to
would.
Scratch, because you already have
Yeah,
resistance?
I was thinking it. Yep. Scratch. I
yeah,
think
sure.
you use this better than me. Come here. I think this is just going to keep you warm.
Yeah, sure, thanks. You tune to them, or what do they do exactly? She like hold.
Well, that's going to be. You get more resistance to cold.
Well, that's.
And you can tolerate temperatures of 0 degrees Fahrenheit or lower without any additional protection.
You seem awfully knowledgeable about these boots, Bahadur. Thank you.
I'm an expert in cold. Let's say it that way. Also, you ignore difficult terrain created by ice and snow. Yes.
What is difficult terrain, Bahadur?
When the terrain is very difficult.
Not wrong.
Wrong there.
Let's say it's very snowy and it's very difficult to walk. You probably can walk better than the old shoes of there. So here you go, take it.
Oh, alright. Thank you. And she would let you to them.
Yep, you put them on, get them attuned. Yeah, Scratch, that will be a big help for any off-roading that you're doing or walking through blizzards, of which you know there are several coming up, so...
Speaking of resistance, maybe we should start making our way to, to branch in there to see if there's actually a cleric that can remove whatever's happening to me.
I agree. I think it would be for the best. You seem awfully tired.
I'm a little tired. I barely got to sleep last night.
Well, if that's the case,
no sleep at all, in fact.
Scratch would cast the weather report, or
Welcome to Icewind Dale's weather report. Scratch, it's currently 9 a.m. approximately on the morning of the 30th day. You are in the start of a 7-hour blizzard.
Oh,
How
you're
much do we
joking.
like Behagor?
I remember that.
Followed by 2 hours of storm clouds, and then the good news is it shifts into overcast for 1 hour, light cloud for 2, and then clear skies right the way up to the early hours of the morning. A brief stint of light cloud for an hour around about 4 a.m., and then clear skies right the way through to the 24-hour mark. So if you mooch around the first half of the day and wait for the blizzard to blow over, it's going to be much more amicable to travel.
It's like early in the morning now, right?
It's like 9
pretty
a.m.
early.
It's like 9 a.m. It's not too crazy.
Nice.
It's
So like
especially
7
for the
hours.
blue.
I mean,
like,
that's you weren't planning on sleeping till tonight anyway.
Well, I guess we can do a little bit of a night travel.
Bryn Shander is about 10 hours on the road.
So we have to wait 7 hours at least. No, it's more than 7 hours, right? It's like 8-9 hours.
You got about 8,
7 hours of
after
breathing.
7 hours, then the blizzard will be over. There's 7 hours of blizzard.
Okay, well maybe.
And then there's this little
take some
storm.
Rest.
Is there a
Maybe we should take-
tavern here or anything where we can get something to fucking drink?
In Dugan's Hole, there is... Not really. It's a bit of a shithole. It has a population of 50 people. You could stay with you could stay in the woman's house who you help rescue the kids with. You could stay with Sylvia and Finn, and her
We should
their mother Hilda.
we should have kept a barrel of oil to drink. Fuck's sake.
Scratch dies from poisoning.
Better than 7 hours in a Bahagor blizzard.
I mean, you could if you really want something to drink. Good meat's only 4 hours up the road.
Yeah.
4 hours normally. Couple more than that in a blizzard.
So, any idea what you want to do to pass the time? It's gonna be a long day.
Quick question. When we were knocking doors with kobolds 1, 2, and 3, were there any small races who answered the door? So
Most of the population of Dugan's Hole, I
goblins,
believe,
halflings.
are... Doo-doo-doo.
Because if I could maybe roll a die to see if there were any halflings, a bit of a luck roll.
Let's do a luck roll because Dugan's Hole is described as the smallest and most insular of 10 towns. Its residents aren't fond of visitors, and inbreeding has caused the population to dwindle in recent years. So it's not exactly the most.
Noticed.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most friendly of places. But yeah, when you're going door to door selling literal fuel for the fire, you are a bit better received. Probably a D20 and see what you get.
D20?
Ah, yes, you find that there is a little inbred little family of halflings who live kind of in the outskirts of town.
It's unclear if they're actually halflings or just so inbred that they're very tiny.
You're like, Mom, Dad.
Habsburg moment.
What are you doing here?
I would probably sort of think back to that, like, I suppose I could try to talk to that halfling family, although they were a bit weird. Kept hiding their faces, probably because they're fuck ugly. But leave it with me, all right? I'm gonna venture out into I'm gonna venture around in this snow because we ain't inside at the moment. So I should probably be speaking up because it's a blizzard. I'm going over to those halflings and see what I can do.
Do you want me to throw you in the general direction of the house? The snow's getting awfully tall.
Do you mind coming with me? I could use a bit of that guidance that you can offer.
Sure. I can do my best. Moet je dat zeggen? She'll just start. She'll clear the path in front of Bodger so we can walk so easier.
Sure. You make your way towards the little halfling's cottage on the edge of the... Like at the edge. You give a little knock. Eventually you get a bolt slide. Bolt slides, the door opens a little crack to not let too much of any heat that might be inside the house out. But it looks like there's probably not much heat to be let out in the first place. And you see kind of like, probably wrapped up in like a heavy, like even indoors, like right now, it's still wrapped up in these heavy coats. This like, quite short halfling man. He like kind of like looks down at you like, and is like, "Oh, what is it you want? You back and get more of that oil? I told you I only had enough for the one barrel."
Oh no, it's all right. We seem to be stuck in this blizzard, and you seemed like quite an hospitable little family, to be honest. I know you don't like strangers around here. Neither do I. I'd clear out of here if I could. But the snow and all that. I was wondering, maybe in exchange for a bit of food and maybe as supplying some warmth, could we wait out this blizzard with you, please, me and my friends?
Yeah, make me a persuasion check. I will give you. Are you offering food, or are you asking if they can provide?
Offering something from our
Sure,
meat
yep.
many.
Then they will. You do it at advantage.
Wonderful.
We have lots of meat in the meat channel.
18.
18. He like gives you a little like look up and down. He's like, "All right then. Just until the blizzard goes out, I'm not exactly gonna let someone freeze to death." And he like steps aside and pulls the door up and like, "Get in quick." Ushers you indoors.
Appreciate it.
I'll go grab the others.
Yeah, he'll ask Scratch to go back and get the others.
Yeah, whenever you all.
He'll take care of door opening duties to make sure
just
that
to
they
get
stay
them
away
all
from
in.
the cold.
The cottage is not a very big place. It's probably it's probably like no upper floor. Probably all just to the ground floor. It might have a basement, perhaps, but there's no internal access. You can see that there's a little small kitchen just out like off the main kind of like entry foyer as you kind of come in, which kind of widens out into this like little like living space. There's a couple of rooms at the back of the house that seem to be probably bedrooms. You can see like they're behind closed doors, and there is a back door, kind of like side door on the other side of the kitchen, and you can see it's like a little glass window pane, and through that window pane you can see out kind of about 10 meters or so, there is a little outhouse with a little moon carved into the door out there in the freezing cold. In the main space itself, you can see that there's a little fire in the center of the room. It looks like they have soaked some like logs in the oil that they purchased from you, and they have set it up to burn, just like little fire starters. You can see the wood that they're using is probably a little bit damp, like probably without the oil it probably wouldn't, probably hasn't dried out long enough to, be ready to burn, but they always allow them to burn it a bit sooner, much like dousing petrol on like wet wood if you're trying to get it to start. But yeah, you bring your friends all in.
I have 10 torches in my backpack, so I'm going to get out, let's say 3 of them, and offer to the family to light them for a bit more light and a bit more warmth in the room.
They'll happily accept that. Yeah, and you can see the family's not massive. It's probably like very traditional like husband/wife kind of combo, and they probably have like two kids who at the moment are kind of like all in the kitchen. Like whenever you come in, you get hit by this like smell of like fish kind of from the room, and you look and you see that they are like all working here with filleting fish in the kitchen right now. And they probably have like like 2 big knucklehead trout that the kids are like filling away at, and the mum's there like cooking away in the kitchen as well. And the father kind of like goes like, "Well, you can make yourself comfortable if you want in the main living room," like gestures to like the one sofa that they have and maybe like a couple of stools. All the furniture and all the doors are halfling dimensions. So it is very much like Gandalf walking into the Hobbit's house. Everything is small. God forbid you have to use the outhouse. I don't know how Gandalf did it.
Bahagor has already smashed like several items as he moves through the space.
Knock some sense into maybe.
Excuse me. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that wasn't very, yeah. Oh, sorry.
So Bodger would probably look around for any signs of affinity to halfling deities, so Sheila Perioil, or what's the other one, Yondala, because those are the 2 that he follows, he hedges his bets a bit, just to see if there's any kind of that sort of paraphernalia to maybe forge more of a connection. But I think generally the vibe will be try to keep out of the way of them living their lives, not get chucked out into the the snow, and we'll try to. It'll just say to the others like, right, so we've got some shelter. Bahagor, I'm saying this to everyone, but Bahagor, please don't miss it, mate. These are my people, and I'd appreciate if you maybe just showed a little bit of humility in their space. Maybe don't slag off the size of their furniture, or the fact that you've already hit your head. I count 11 times, but I've run out of fingers. And maybe just, if you think about saying something, think about then maybe not saying it, just in case.
Yeah, okay. Marco says that he's like hunchback, like, oh, okay, but I'm trying not to.
Maybe if you sit down, you won't bump your head so much on account of the not moving and a bit more head space.
Oh, okay, well, I'll just sit over there in that chair over there. And then Marco sits in the chair, but it's a little bit small for him.
Maybe not the chair, maybe on the floor.
You can just open up a bedroll, you know?
I just snugly here, and then I tried to sit on the small chair. Just like one bum cheek, just like one side of his cheek.
Squat on this little wooden stool. Roll me a d20.
God, it's like being bloody parents even at primary school.
11.
You can like hear the wood creaking under him, but it doesn't splay the legs out and fall to the ground.
The stool's fighting for his life.
Okay, well, I'll just sit here.
Bodger, make me a little perception check as well while you're looking around.
Yep. 14.
14. As you're kind of like looking around, there's no like, you look for like all the obvious places. Like you look on the hearth, like just above the fire, on the mantle. You kind of look like on any little like side tables, things like that, looking for any kind of little like indications or like points of prayer where like maybe like a little makeshift shrine might be, especially like in an isolated village like this where there probably isn't a big place of worship. But as you're kind of like looking around, you can't really see anything. But then you do spot above the front door, carved into the door frame, there is the symbol of a. There's a symbol of a door, like partially ajar door.
The partially ajar door is a symbol. Would I recognize that as being a symbol of?
Make religion check with advantage.
8.
Only because you did say them.
Being like, what's that plus there?
Yeah. Only because you did say the name. This looks like a crude, like relief that's like is similar to Siolali's symbol.
Nope.
You would know as the halfling deity of like friendship, like trust, crafts, hospitality. They're very much like a camaraderie kind of style.
Cool. I'm guessing with the 8, I wouldn't know anything about what followers of that. Like kind of when you go to somebody's house and there's an observer, like you just kind of observe it appropriately.
It's maybe like definitely a pretty good god that they follow
Cool.
there, and there's definitely like that push on like like opening your door to like the strangers and like being friendly and things like that, and like treating people how you want to be treated and that kind of thing.
Nice. That's what my natural 20 got me. Roll with the punches. Cool. He wouldn't do anything in particular. I think the focus is on waiting out the storm and keeping 1.5 eyes on Bahagor.
Hey, you guys waited the
kind
storm.
of trust. Even the former slave owner. It's like, yeah, no, you're fine. It's him I'm worried about.
Scratch would help out
The
the family
chairs.
with the fish to pass time.
The chair just keeps like creaking away.
I feel like Malice sits down on one of the stools and just has that thing happen where you like try to sit on a small child's chair where your knees are like under your chin, and she's just blankly staring into space like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to look at them, I don't want to think about this tiny stupid house. But she's not saying any of it out loud. You can just see in her face that she does not want. She's thinking about being in the blizzard. This is firmly in her lesser races category.
A gif of Scratch getting.
Yeah, she would just help out with the fish and Rime.
I feel like the only reason Malice is a former slave owner is because you wouldn't let her keep the kobolds,
Yeah. We know.
But yeah, Scratch, you go into the kitchen, you help out a little bit. They basically take all of the like the fish skin and all the heads and the tails and all the bones. They put it in a big crock pot. They bring out into the living room and they put on a like little hanging hook over the fire, which begins to bubble away and fills the room with this kind of like comforting, warm fish stock smell. If that bubbles away peacefully. The fillets of fish themselves, they've been like portioned up. Like you guys are here like 7 hours, you'd end up busy staying for a bit of lunch as well if you want to contribute any of your food to this. If you don't, they will basically be plating up a kind of like a chowder kind of style. A few like root vegetables in there as well. And yeah, it's it's warming, a little bit unseasoned. But it is warming and filling, and that's kind of what the people of Icewind tend to prioritize first.
I should also take some fish bones left over and clean them, and just like, with my siblings up in the caves, we used to play a game to pass time with bones. And if you want to try, basically throw them on the ground and hope that you have as many crossing bones like over each other from a certain height. And the more bones cross and the longer the pattern is, the more points you get. It's not very complex. You play with VTs, but
Yes. I think the parents are less interested, but the two like children, like to put them in human age, they're probably they're not like actual like toddlers, but they're probably early kind of like primary school age, so they're probably like 6 and 7 like roughly, which in halfling they're a little bit older. They probably have seen maybe as much of life as some of you guys, but whenever you have the luxury of being younger for longer, that naivety and that want to play and the lack of need to mature can be enjoyed a bit longer. And yeah, they're quite happy to play with you. Like there's like probably 2 young girls, and they're very happy to have this like big tall woman help playing with them. It's kind of like having like a big sister play with them. They really enjoy it. Just make me I think this is probably something like straight charisma. Maybe take advantage on it because you're like making a game out of it and like
Oh yeah, Scratch is great with charisma.
Yeah, she's really good charisma. She's not scary at all.
No. I really miss playing Gabriella, having +9 on persuasion.
17? Yeah, like you're able to pass a good couple hours, especially when the food's cooking, and definitely take their minds off like any hunger that they might have. They pick it up pretty quickly. Like it's quite a simple little game, like you've explained, and yeah, they enjoy it and they play it, and I think after a good few rounds, you begin to start losing as well every now and again, which like is. They seem thrilled to beat you. They're thrilled to win. Like they've really enjoyed winning. You probably let them win a couple of times. You deliberately throw a bit harder to like spread the bones out. And
I love the idea of Malice being like, "Oh, I have a game we played as children, like pulling out a dagger," and it's like, "No, not
that one.
You put that away."
I was like, "Oh, I want to play."
Bodger watching silently.
I want to play. I want to play.
Well, like just been like, I'm not going to stop him. I wish I could.
Try to like stand up in the chair, and like this chair just gets stuck to my Oh shit! Someone help with this. I can't get it off.
Are you stuck in what I described as a stool?
Oh, this stool. I'm like
it's a little stool, a little wooden stool. So if you're stuck on it, it means stuck in your ass.
Maybe he curled his tail around it, and now it's just like stuck over his tail.
It was
with a faint popping sound. But yeah, Scratch would invite Malice over also to play with the bones, seeing as she's suffering in silence, just watching paint dry.
Alice will put away the dagger and play with the bones instead. Even though this is way less fun because nobody ever loses a finger.
The hours go by, and eventually the blizzard does pass. Maybe like you see your host like peers out the kitchen window.
I and goes, "Get the fuck out of my house now!"
It's like the blizzard begins to settle and calm down. And then he's like,
Get out of the pub.
he'd be like, well, look, that might be the worst of it over. It looks like there's still storm clouds overhead, but at least that heavy snowfall's kind of come to an end.
You're all right. We've travelled in worse than this. Thank you very much for your hospitality. And best of luck, I suppose. I'll leave them torches going. Tell you what, I'll leave you a couple more. To
Yeah.
appreciate your warmth, I'll send a bit more your way.
And it gives you like a nod and like, you know, gives you like a little like warm. You kind of see like the cusp of like, it is almost like a pained smile. It's like the smile of someone who it does not come naturally to do so. You see the corners of the mouth kind of like creep up a little bit, and he gives like a little like nod, and he's like, well, stay safe out there.
Thank you very much.
Probably not, but we'll try.
We'll do our best.
Stay safe out there. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. It's like, that ain't the life I choose.
My
Guys.
sister just sent me a message which says, "I need your help. What's the thing called with the color where you do this?" And then nothing, no follow up.
Anyway, you are currently 4 hours from Goodmead, or 6 hours from Bryn Shander by the road. If you wanted to go off-road, you could get to Bryn Shander. It's only 6 miles off-road, so you could try to make time across the snow if you so wished.
I feel it'll be the shortest route, isn't it? Obviously, instead of going around.
If you are using a dog sled, you can all fit on your dog sleds, which I think you nearly can, if I'm not mistaken. You can do 1 mile per hour. So if you're all using the dog sleds.
Sure.
Let me just... I think we've worked it out your weight capacities. I think you are close to all fitting on the dog sleds.
I feel like our dog names so accurately represent our characters.
I mean, we've got like 5 dogs down. Cheers, Bob.
Yeah, I think you guys have... I think you do have enough dogs to pull.
I think now that we've offloaded the thread.
Sure.
Yeah, so overland travel can trundle along with your dog sleds if you so wish. Dog sleds. A dog sled can pull 360 pounds, and the sled weighs 300 pounds. You got 5 dog sleds, or 5 dogs. Did you buy a second sled, or did it also attach to the one sled? I can't remember.
Second sled. I think we bought the second sled when we upgraded from 2
Yeah, I think
dogs.
that's 2.
Alrighty. So that means that you can pull a total weight of 1,200 pounds, not accounting for the sleds. So how much do you all weigh? Throw some weights my direction.
Weight carried. I've got weight carried is 163 pounds plus. I weigh 265. So that's 265 plus
How do I find out my fucking weight?
maths.
Oh shit.
Tell me the individual weights, like I add them up.
165. Sorry, 163.5.
Yep.
Plus 265.
Yep. Who's next?
A moment.
What's the equation for a weight?
There
It's
isn't an
just
equation necessarily. It's just
based
from the
on your
book.
weight.
I'm all in. I'm 156. I'll round slightly up.
Wait.
Pounds.
Malice, Scratch, how much do you weigh?
I can't reach my fucking computer because the dog's saddle me.
Yeah, I can see weight carried, but I can't see.
You just gotta kind of guess it.
Your weight needs to be manually entered.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's usually in the books.
An elf weighs. How tall are you, Scratch?
Scratch is a human.
Scratch is a human.
How tall are you, Scratch?
Oh, I don't know. In feet or in centimeters?
Doesn't matter.
160 centimeters.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Tiny.
Small.
Hannah's like,
Bullying.
Still 3 inches smaller than me. You probably weigh about 140 pounds, Scratch, because you're quite hench.
Okay, 140. All in all, that would be 278 pounds.
Alrighty.
Thank
Alice?
I need to work out my weight. Hang on.
Fine. As long as you weigh less than 337 pounds all told, then you guys can benefit from the dog sleds. The only restriction on the dog sleds is, unless you are pushing them to the limit, they do still need to rest after each hour. But the good news is you guys can literally put them on the sleds and you guys can like trudge them yourselves if you want to keep moving and keep that motion up if you don't want to lose out on time. So you can effectively travel an hour with the dogs, walk for half an hour through the snow, and then an hour with the dogs, and then walk. If you really wanted to stagger your pace, you could do it like that. Or you could just be like, dogs, mush, and you could just run them into the fucking ground. Which you may need to do at some point.
given that Baja goes in a pretty bad way, I say we take our time.
Yeah. We don't want to hurt the dogs, you know? They're valued
Exactly.
members of the party.
Dogs are for life, not Baja isn't necessarily.
A dog is for life. Bahagor only for Christmas. Get rid of him after Christmas.
Actual.
He knows what he did. Or he doesn't, because he has amnesia.
He used to know what he did.
He did something.
But anyways, are we running down the dogs or not?
Nah, we're not doing that. We don't need to wait.
No.
I was just staggering. I don't want to. Just take our time.
Yeah, just standard
Well,
pace.
Okay. It'll take you guys the guts of let me see here.
Maybe like push the dogs the last hour, maybe. I don't know. So I just give them time to rest afterwards.
If you stop, basically, if you do this way you're doing it, which is like an hour with the dogs, half an hour dragging the dogs behind you, it'll take you guys exactly 8 hours to get to Bryn Shander from Dugan's Hole across the tundra.
How about if I push the dogs in the last hour?
If you push the dogs last hour, you'll save half an hour.
Oh, we worked out half an hour. Okay, guess
Yeah.
we'll take 8 hours to get there.
Alrighty, I need someone to roll me a D8, please, as you are exploring the wilderness.
I'll do it.
You find a giant riding a mammoth.
3!
You're fucked.
A 3, eh?
3!
Can
We
you
find
roll me?
3,000 gold.
Can you roll me a D20, please?
A what?
A D20.
11.
11. Alrighty. So, as you are traveling along, you probably set off around at 4 p.m., so you'll get there around midnight. Eventually, just near 9 p.m., the skies above begin to clear. Looking up, you can see the aurora. Around 10 p.m., so the aurora's in full glow. Actually, you can see the aurora is actually there in the sky, beautifully visible. It's clear. You see the stars beyond it. You see this dancing aurora borealis just across the sky in front of you, and it is breathtakingly beautiful out here in the dark, looking up, and it lights up the snow all around you. Like you can there's a dim light cast from the aurora itself. There's a dim natural light. There's no wind cutting through you. It's still cold. It's still like minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's still bitter cold, even without the wind. But there's something quite beautiful about it as you're moving through. As you are moving along. It's late in the evening in the dark. You see, kind of like coming, like moving along, like on a like patrolling around in the snow. There is a big, fluffy bear-like creature, white fur. You can kind of see on its side, even from this distance. It just kind of like blends in almost with the snow around it. So you can make the estimation, even with your dark vision, that the colors are probably pretty similar. Or at the very least, it's a very light-colored bear. It's not like a black bear or a grizzly bear, you would estimate. Anyone trying to get a closer look at all, or?
So, just do you see the size of the animal? Is it like the size of a bear?
It is. It looks like a fully grown adult bear.
It's allowed.
Maybe. And everyone sees that, right? All of us.
Yeah, it's just a bear.
No, it's just you. You're
like the
hallucinating bears.
fluffy back end of the bear.
Oh, bears! Nah, Bagos glow. Maybe
Not looking your direction. It looks like it's like patrolling around, like looking for things to find.
If it starts coming towards us, I can try and talk to it.
Let's just ignore it and try to avoid it completely. Let's just overrun it slowly.
Hey, Bahagor, I wonder what bear milk tastes like.
Scratch dead pants to Bodger.
No. No more furry adventures.
I'm sorry, what?
We've been there. We've done that.
Remember last time we had those 2 wolves? No more furries. Animals with furries, them ones. No more of them. Let's just avoid that.
Out.
Every time I think I make a joke, he don't get it, and he makes it funnier. It's a bit frustrating. All right, never mind. let's just keep going. All right.
Yes, you want to leave the bear to devices, try to sneak on past, or are you just gonna wait a little bit and let it go?
Well, I think we'd wait a bit now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can wait a little bit and let it pass.
Wait a little bit. Keep an eye on the bear creature, and then.
Eventually, as the bear is kind of like moving like past you kind of see it moves its head around in a looking gesture, and you see that the front half of it's a bit like mangy almost. You can see like its fur like comes away in tufts, and I would say probably Scratch, Malice, and Bodger. Probably not Bahagor because his past perception is not very good.
Never Bahagor.
Never Bahagor. You would see that those tufts of fur look more like feathers. And the front half of this thing's face, you get a look at it, and you see the face of an owl. You see a snowy owl bear.
Pretty.
So it's like a polar bear mixed spot, like snow owl. Kind of like patrolling around in the snow. And she kind of looks over in your direction, doesn't seem to pay much notice in the dark, but you guys got better dark vision than she does. And yeah, you kind of like get a good look at her. I don't think any of you have the secret oil bear whisperer. So the oil bear encounter.
God, I wish I did though.
The oil bear encounter passes without anything else interesting happening.
What would have happened if we had Owl Bear Whisperer?
You could have befriended the oil bear, coaxed it into being the party mascot, and then you would have been taxed in gold to keep their pet fed and happy. And the cost of feeding an oil bear is 9 gold pieces a day, the same as 3 pigs in the player's handbook.
God damn it.
Spenny.
Yep. Would have had a pet oil bear, but
I didn't even know there was a thing, Owl Bear Whisperer. I didn't even know there was a thing.
it's so some of you, not all of you, some of you have secrets. If you recall, way back when we started this campaign.
Yes.
So some people do have a
So Scratch's secret was
Yetis.
Oh, how could you fucking tell?
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you have a different secret and the Yetis thing was just also a thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
Unrelated topic, Malice, why are you resistant to cold?
Nothing.
But yes, midnight is soon upon you, and you see the large walled settlement of Bryn Shander on the horizon, and you make your way safely up to one of the gates, probably the east gate direction you're coming in, and enter into the city. You are greeted kind of there as you get there. Bryn Shander is a big city. You just left a 50 population shanty town effectively, and have just entered a 1,200 population city with these big wooden walls on the top of this wind-lashed hill. There's bright lanterns suspended over narrow streets that twist in the wind, adding flecks to the color. Otherwise, this dark night clings in. The aurora is still billowing out overhead. But yeah, it's a busy place. The wooden walls stand about 30 foot high, and are basically these two concentric rings of wooden logs that have been sharpened to spikes at the top. But yeah, you are in Bryn Shander. Is there anything you would like to do? Anywhere you'd like to go? Bear in mind, it is midnight.
It's midnight. Well, maybe. Well, it won't make a difference for me, but maybe we should go take a quick rest, and then we will. We can have a look at this have a look at the cleric tomorrow.
Sounds good.
We're all pretty tired.
That sounds reasonable.
Sure.
I don't have my notes with me because obviously they are in our home. But did we have anything to do in Bryn Shander?
You had, I believe, you'd already returned the quest in Bryn Shander. Was the dwarves missing shipment? Yep, it's all been completed.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so Bryn Shander's little quest is done.
Let's find a little tavern or inn to rest.
Yeah, you. I think you. I don't know if you ever actually stayed the night in Bryn Shander. I think you're actually pretty swift through here.
Yeah.
But I do think you did spend some time in the Northlook, which is the inn on the North Gate. You probably drop your sled dogs and sleds off over by the stables by the southwest gate, and then make your way up to the Northlook. It is by far the rowdiest and probably most dangerous place to stay in Bryn Shander. However, its taproom is probably the best place to hear rumors and that kind of thing, and go out on profitable ventures from that kind of area. Whenever you step inside, you kind of see that it doesn't even, it's not like a local pub where everything goes quiet, everything kind of continues all going on without you that kind of rowdy even at this time of night, midnight coming up on 1 in the morning. You see behind the bar there is the inn's proprietor, this old human man. Looks like he's probably used to probably run, maybe be an adventurer himself at some point. He's got a little scar kind of across his forehead. As you kind of look over at him, you see that there is a big stuffed and mounted on a plaque above the hearth in the common room is a battle-scarred knucklehead trout with the sign Old Bitey under it.
I swear to God, we've heard about Old Bitey before.
Yeah, I think you've seen Old Bitey before.
I think we did, yeah.
I think you've been here before.
Knucklehead's trout.
Yeah, he's big.
Or there's multiple Old Biteys, which is honestly way funnier.
Older Bitey.
Older Bitey, oldest Bitey.
The eldest Bitey.
Middle-aged nibbler. Other similar names.
All right, yeah, and you go in. If you approach the bar or ask for a drink, things like that. Just tell me what you want to do. You enter this little.
He's gonna do the
tavern.
milk thing again.
My door keeps slamming here. What's that, guys? Bahagor is gonna go to his milk, as always.
Okay, you go up and ask.
Yeah.
Scram Shacks for milk. He looks at you.
I would like your best goat milk.
Looking for milk.
Yes, that's what I said.
Well,
milk.
Do you like your milk warm or cold?
I just Like fresh from the tit.
Cold it is. And he like goes out, like literally goes to the side of the bar, opens a window, and you see just like a little like rope, and he just like pulls the rope, and like a little bucket comes up filled with snow, and he's like reaches his hand in and pulls this little like glass bottle from it, and then lowers it back down into the snow, and then closes the window, and then goes over, pops the little foil top off, and slides a glass bottle of milk to you on the bar, and goes, 2 copper, please, mate.
Oh, here you go. I'll open it like.
It's
How
fresh,
does it taste like?
cold, goat milk.
But have you tried mixing?
Try what? Sorry.
Have you tried mixing milk with ale to make alcoholic milk?
Foster's a milk guy.
That sounds awful.
You never know until you try.
No, you do.
Have you
You
tried-
do. You know.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, as a milk guy was warm though.
Okay, have you tried to mix your ale with milk before?
I'm not a big fan of milk personally. Not my fan.
Exactly. I'm not really big into ale. I just like the taste of milk. The taste of milk in my mouth is the best. And it says that for little milk mustache. It's in top of lip.
Oh, each to their own. And Scratch would order up an ale for himself.
Milk.
You order an eel. He pours this thick, malty, dark ale for you, and it'll set you back 4 copper pieces. It's kind of lightly, like got like a little almost like light, like cinnamony, like taste to it as well.
Cool. Yeah, she would pass over to her. Thanks. And she would grab a spot and wait for the others to decide on their drink.
Mm-hmm. You look at any food
budget.
as well?
Not for now, no.
Bodger's going to try and sneak a taste of Scratch's drink.
No, he wouldn't. He doesn't need to have to sneak it.
It looks a bit heavy for me, but maybe just the thing we need after that journey.
It's pretty good. It has cinnamon tone, and should give him a bit.
You're looking for something a little bit less heavy. We got mead and spiced mulled wine as well.
Tastes a bit like, no, it's alright. I'll have one of those. Maybe just half pint though.
All right. Yeah, pulls a little half pint for you, but set you back 4 copper. Sorry, 2 copper for the half.
I'll take the same.
Half as well.
Nah, give me a full pint.
All right. He pulls another one of the Northlook dark eels. That'll be 4 copper for you, please, Malice. Well, if you get hungry, it's just still open for a little bit before I go to bed, so.
Alright, thank you.
You guys need beds tonight, or?
Oh, yeah. If we could get 2 rooms for 2.
2 rooms for 2? Yeah, we could do that.
Or if you got any singles.
I've got single bed.
If you want a, you're welcome to stay down in the common room. It's 5 silver a night to park a bedroll, but obviously we can't be held responsible for any goods or belongings that go missing. If you're looking for a luxury, we do have the suite on the upper floor. It's 2 gold pieces a night, totally private. Double room, 2 beds is 1 gold piece a night. And if you're looking for a single room, it's 8 silver pieces a night. Comes with its own little wash basin, lockable door.
I'm going to get 2 gold out and be like, I'll take the suite, please. Thank you.
I go to Bodger. Yep, me and Bodger share it again, right, Bodger?
Nope.
Oh.
I just want 1 night for free, and I know for a fact that you're not going to sleep well. You're going to do that twitchy thing that you were doing past couple of nights, and I don't care for it. I do not care for it.
Oh.
So.
Oh, okay. That's
all right. You
hurtful.
can go in. You can go in the common room if you want. Just as you won't be sleeping, you don't need to worry about your stuff. So.
I suppose you're right there. I mean, if they're not going to
All right, then.
sleep
See you,
anyway.
mate. And he's gonna.
Oh wait!
Okay, and just like start to hightail it up.
Yeah. Go up to the top of the stairs.
No, I'm just going to sit here.
I don't mind either way. Actually, I do. I want to be anywhere where the farting lizard isn't.
Well, the question is like, do you pay 1 gold piece for a double room or 8 silver each for a single?
We can pay for a double.
Cool. And Scratch will put down 1 gold piece for a double room.
Yep, takes it, gives you a key. And he directs you to like the double rooms like on the corner, like on the first floor, kind of like near like the chimney breast, like it's kind of like encroaching in the room, so the room is a little bit warm. There's 2 single beds here, a little small chest with a lock to store things. Like there's kind of thick furs on the bed, and the door is like lockable from the inside. You can obviously like turn your key in the inside of the lock as well. Right at the top of the stairs on the 2nd floor, the North looks sweet. This room here takes up nearly a good like quarter of the actual floor plan of the whole building. It's by far the largest room. There's a 4-poster bed, a big proper feather mattress. There's like your own personal like brazier, which is like, probably just embered at the moment. But it's like a little small stack of like probably like 2 or 3 logs on the side of it that you could like just probably set on top, and they would no doubt catch in no time. And a little writing desk next to it as well. And Bahagor, are you just gonna pay 5 silver and sleep in the common room, or?
I will before he says, I will lock the door behind me and probably prop a chair.
Oh god damn it! Bagor was gonna try to sneak into your room. Actually, after the Bagor was gonna go upstairs, gonna try to open Bodger's room.
Okay, you go up, and the door is locked.
Oh, damn it! Bodger. Fine. Okay, in that case, Bagor is gonna sadly go back downstairs and just jam in the common room. But
I'd say he'd cry himself to sleep, but he can't.
Very, very, very upset. Very upset that he's gonna go down to the common area, but he's gonna go also to the person who was talking earlier about in rumors in town.
Hey, go ask Scram Sachs about any rumors. He like gives you a little look and goes like,
Yep.
Well, I guess it depends. I mean, how long have you been here? What have you heard yourself? I mean, I have a few things that I know, but maybe it's things you've already heard.
I mean, being here a little while back, and I don't think we had any other rumors from this town specifically. But what have you heard?
Roll me a d20. He will tell you, he's like, well, if you're looking for something to do or something to see, Rebel's End's always a good place to go. It's up on the north coast. There's a wizard they burned at the stake over in East Haven, admitted to being a member of this arcane brotherhood. Apparently there's some more of them knocking around the entire settlement of 10 towns. If I would put my 2 salt on, I'd say Valish Gant's behind it all. He's locked away in Revel's End at the minute, but it doesn't make him any less dangerous. If you went up there and maybe found out what he knows, he might have some interesting things for you.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
You guys have heard all the basic rumors for basically all 10 told tales in 10 times, which is the majority of Chapter 2. So they are all already marked on your map. Which I can ping you back over to if you want. But they are all marked. The only one that is not named, because no one would know the name of the location, is the one that Scratch's volume increases towards. Yeah, you all bed down. Sleep the night. All of you rest apart from Bahagor. Bahagor, I do need you to make me a Constitution saving throw against exhaustion, please.
Okay. Phew.
Jack.
Still very tired.
Definitely tired indeed.
Bahagor's just gonna wake up and he's gonna go not wake up. I mean, he's gonna be up very, very early and he's gonna ask directions to. I don't know. I think he knows where the thing is, right? I mean, he probably go to the reception of the bar, whatever. And he's asked a direction to this temple, and he's gonna go by himself.
Okay, yeah, you go
First
in.
thing in the morning.
Yeah, you very early. You go ask about where this like temple might be. Yeah, they kind of give you a little look. You're like, well, you're gonna have to go
yeah.
just over to the other side of town. It's not too far. And they kind of like gives you a little few directions. He's like, just go follow the wall around to the clockwise, and you'll be there in no time. It's kind of halfway between here and the east gate.
Okay. All right. I know it's a little bit early, but I think there will be someone in there, maybe a cleric or something. At this time, I think the temple will be open for public.
I'd say there's normally someone around anyway.
Okay. Is there anyone in particular I should ask for?
If you're looking for a cleric over that side of town, you could. I believe the current priest there is called Mashan. She's decent. Just have a little have an ask of her. See if she can help you. And yes, Bahagor,
Okay.
the 17 is enough, because the DC for the second night in a row is 15. It rises to after some 10. It rises by 5 every single time. I was just double checking if it started. I didn't know if it started on 15 or started on 10. So yeah, their next DC will be a 20 to beat.
Okay, cool. Bagos, I'm making his way to the temple. And what's the name of the person again? Sorry.
Mishan. He said the priest is called Mishan.
Okay. Mishan. Okay. All right. Bagor leaves his party members to sleep, and he makes his way to the temple.
Sure.
What time is it roughly now, actually?
You've probably got, because you've not been resting really at all, and you guys got here around midnight, you're probably up and about, I would say, around like 6-ish.
Yeah.
Skies are still clear at this point, but the aurora is long gone. There's no moon in the sky either, so it's quite dark as you make your way along. But luckily, Bryn Shander is illuminated. There's these like glowing like lanterns that do light the way, like floating in the wind. You kind of like head over to the northeast side of town, kind of near like the most northeast market square over here, and you see this like modest converted house. Has these big like rolling banners down the side. These like big rolling red banners down the side, and you kind of see that there is these like big symbols of kind of like the sun, kind of like shown there, this big golden sun on these red banners. And you kind of get approach, and it definitely gives you the like the indication of that of a place of worship. It has this like it's like a converted like house. It's not like it's like a big purpose built temple by any means.
Okay. Bagos gonna go in, open doors, and ask for Mishan.
Yeah. You open the door. It's like a little like townhouse. Like it's probably about like two stories. There is a little fairly like decent sized like dining hall off to the left. It looks like it's been converted, and you see there's like little pews all laid out and a little altar at the front. On the other side of the hallway, through another open door, you can see there's like a little like sitting area, and then beyond like at the end of the hallway, you can see that there's a little kitchen at the end, and the stairs kind of there rise up to probably bedrooms and like that. You open the door, and like it closes behind you, like to keep the heat in. It's not super warm in here, but it's like just enough to take the chill out of the air. And you kind of like hear someone like we hear this like clattering of like plates from inside the kitchen, and then the door at the far end kind of like opens up, and like you kind of smell like smell of cooking food, like the kind of the smell like baking bread kind of fills your nostrils, and you see a human woman, probably similar in age to the guy you're speaking to over in the Norfolk. Kind of goes over and gives you like a little warm smile, and she says like, blessings of the morning, Lord, upon you. Well, welcome, traveler. Looking for a bit of a respite or worship. What can I help you with? You look awful tired. You've been traveling long.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm looking for Bishan.
Well, you found her. That's me.
Oh, hello there. I've been traveling quite a lot, and I came across let's say a little bit of a problem. I haven't been able to sleep for the past few days, and I believe I've had some kind of curse pull upon me.
Oh dear, oh
And,
dear.
Every time I try to go to bed, I see these horrible images in my face, these horrible nightmares, and I'm not able to rest at all.
Please, come out of the doorway. Come into the sitting room here. Come get a seat and get yourself sat down.
Thank you.
I've got a little pot of coffee on. Give me a minute. I'll get that. Just rest up a second.
Is that bread I can smell? Cause that's
Yes, it's nearly done. It's just baking in the oven. She busies herself away. She comes back with a little pot of pot of coffee, a couple of cups. She pours you one and herself one. She just seems to serve it black. And she just kind of sits opposite. She's like, "So tell me again, what is it exactly is plaguing you?"
I don't know. There's this horrible image in my head, mixed with some nightmares from my past, and everything started when me and my companions traveled to this tomb, and we found some items. See, and then I kind of showed her the items.
Right.
Ever since then, I haven't been able to get any rest, and I think if I carry on like this, I will probably die.
Fair enough. Well, if you're asking me, it sounds like you might be suffering from some kind of curse. That is something that I could maybe help you with, but I wouldn't say that I'm prepared to help you with today. I could help you with it tomorrow, but whenever I channeled my magic this morning, I didn't prepare such magic. So I can't say a curse is something we would deal with very often here, if I'm honest.
Oh, okay, but you are most definitely able to help me, right?
I can remove curses. They trained us as part of our teachings of the Morning Lord of Omater, how to actually remove the curse.
Oh, that's fantastic, Nils. Thank you very much. Yes, I can definitely wait until tomorrow. That's for sure.
Perfect. Well, don't do anything reckless if you're that tired and struggling to sleep. You're welcome to stay here and rest up if you want. Copper might be popping around, but she's no bother really.
Yes. Would you like anything in exchange for the service?
We do take donations normally for a spell of that circle of power. We would normally expect it's not exactly a cheap expense for us. We do normally expect a donation of for private magic, so that's the house would expect to have at least a small donation of probably around about 60 gold pieces.
That's absolutely fine. I can do that. But
perfect. I know for some people it's quite a lot of money, but it is quite a lot of my energy for the day as well, which I normally try to reserve for other such things like creating food and water for the poor and the sick and the infirm. So we'd be leaving some of them hungry, but if I have a bit of money, then I can go down to the market and buy things instead.
Fair enough. Do you know what? Well, I don't think I have many choices here, so I'll actually give it the donation right now.
Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you so much.
There you go.
It's not like 60 gold.
It's not like you're gonna run away with my money.
No, I can't say that I would. No, but like I say, I will need the night to prepare the spell. But if you want to come back this same time tomorrow, I'm normally up around this time. We can do it first thing, and then you can maybe get some sleep in the day if you've been plagued that badly of it.
Yes. Would you mind if I just wait around for that delicious bread of yours? Can I just smell it from here? I would love some of that.
You'll have to fight a copper knobber knocker for it, but I'm sure she won't mind sharing a little bit. And yeah, you wait for about another half an hour or so. Probably around about 7 a.m. hits, and you hear the sound of like a loud bang from upstairs. It's like a door being slammed open, and then you hear like the sound of like something sliding. It's like wood on wood, like almost like something like pulled on a runner or something. You're not entirely sure, and then you hear like squeaking of wood. You hear like two like doof doof of like footprints like hitting on the wooden floor. And then you hear someone coming down the stairs, and they seem to be taking the stairs like very much like maybe like a half step at a time, and you see coming down around and into the living area this short little rock gnome who has this like bright orange like nest, like absolute nest of hair, and she like comes in and she like looks around and she goes like, Mashan, is breakfast ready yet or not? Considering that I'm a long-term lodger, you think you'd have it ready by the time I wake up, And she goes over, like, sits down at, like, a little, like, small stool at the coffee table, which for her looks like a perfectly sized dining table. And then coming in from the door, you see Mashan. She's like, oh, could you ever shut the fuck up, Copper? Honestly, you make me want to fucking leave the clergy. So I can just murder you and be done with it. And she, like, patters away back and forth, and she comes in with, like, a little basket of, like, bread, a few little, like, things of, like, oil and things like that. Copper's wearing this fuzzy suit with a big hood that makes her almost look a bit like a teddy bear, and he's just like busying himself away, and like he just like you see he like takes a big chunk of bread, rips it off. So she takes a big chunk of it, rips it off, and it begins like like throws a bit of oil in it. So it's like looking at it and looks and goes like, right.
I kind of think to myself like, oh, I would expect a cleric to speak like that, but whatever. just thinking to myself.
You mute or something, or hello?
Oh,
oh, it speaks.
Yeah.
Praise the morning, Lord. A miracle. That one of your mutes fixed. Shut the fuck up and stop using his name in vain.
I could definitely say you two are very peculiar, and I would like to try some of that bread if you don't mind, because it smells delicious.
Yeah, crack on if you want it. It's fine, I guess. You what is it you do then? You adventurer? You looking to be reborn as some Morning Lord fanatic?
I'm just here in official business, but I already spoke to Michonne over there to help with some problems I've been having. And yes, I am an adventurer. We could say that for sure. How about yourself, sir?
No, not really. I am.
Are you a cleric? What do you do? What do you do exactly
I came up here with a friend. I am, I suppose, an acolyte of Lathander. And then you hear from the kitchen, fucking Lathander bastard! And it goes like, and Mashan is a priest of Amantor who views Lathander as a rival god of the sun. We've been with each other in this tiny little house for some time. I'm here to try to spread the word of Lathander. She is not best pleased. And you hear, goddamn right I'm not! Sorry, Morning Lord.
Okay, so I'm actually confused. So what deity do you worship in this tape? Is it Lathander or?
Well, this house that we're in, this is the house of the Morning Lord. The Morning Lord is a shared title between Almanator and Lathander. Almanator was more of an older version of Lathander. Lathander is the newer version who has come into the world and is maybe a bit more known. We believe, the followers of Lathander, that they are the same and that, he's just the successor, a newer version. Some of the more wizened of the clergy believe that Almanator was overthrown by Lathander and that he's been, wrongly, shunted out, but still has the power of the sun and all this other stuff. It's a long story.
I mean, but don't they kind of preach the same thing? I mean, why the arguments between you two about who is?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff about money and things like that. Lathander is seen as a very more a good god who does things for the right reasons. Almanator, less so. Not a bad deity by any means, but just a little bit more selfish than selfless, I suppose you could say.
Well, I mean, about deities-wise, sounds like Thunder is the good one, then.
I would very much agree. You hear that? And then you just hear like, oh, you should count yourself lucky because that one you're speaking to, she cannot remove curses. She's not as talented as someone like me. She lacks the power of a Manator because she follows a little fake Lathander boy.
I Okay, in that case, is a Mandathor is perhaps more powerful than the thunder. Yes.
Exactly, that's what we like to hear. She's like waggling like this little wooden
100%.
spoon. Just going.
Yes. Oh, hey, a Mandathor. The almighty powerful.
All right, mate. No need to fucking rub it in. Copper kind of like grumbles. Well, if you are an adventurer and you are moving around, if you bump into a friend of mine called Macredus, he was doing a little bit of research at some old cabin in the woods. If you find yourself nearby up there, it's kind of somewhere to the northwest of here. He was trying to build a device that he thinks could end the Frostmaiden's eternal winter and even bring summer back to Icewind Dale. I haven't heard from him in some time, and I'm a little bit worried about him, if I'm honest. So if you do ever find yourselves up north of Lonelywood, if you could swing in and see if there's a living, breathing person there, I'd be much appreciative. But if there's bad news as well, I would be also very glad to have it.
So the name is Acridis.
Macredus, yeah.
Like
Macredus.
Macredus. Okay. Well, if his building device is going to end the everlast winter in here, I think one of my companions might be interested in maybe perhaps speaking to this person at least. Well,
he's a worshipper of Lathander like me, so if you do see him, you'll know what to look for. And you see they gesture to a like a little symbol of Lathander's like holy symbol like around their neck, which is a little bit different. So the symbol of a matter that you saw on the outside, which is basically like a big yellow sun, like a big golden sun. The symbol of Lathander is like a partially looks like a rising sun, and there's like a road winding to it.
Okay, and how long is it to travel to this woods? About 6 hours or so.
I wouldn't sure. I know it's a couple hours north of Lonelywood. That would probably be all I would know. But it's like an old cabin out there in the wilderness. I've only ever heard him talk about it. I've not been there myself, to be honest. But I can't say that I've reason to travel that way.
Okay, so it's like past the woods because I can. If you don't mind marking me on my map here, they kind of show my map. So
make sure that you marks it on. It is the same location as the Black Cabin. But now you have a little bit more context of what might be there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Okay, I've heard about that place before. Okay.
Oh, really?
Interesting. Yes.
Do you remember what you heard?
No, it was a long time ago, and I kind of don't have my journal with me at the moment, so I don't know. I left. Yeah. You
would remember if you think back long enough. The rumor you heard was there's this old black cabin that's been around forever. No one knows who built it, and folks have a bad feeling about it. Some say it's haunted, but there's a gnome in Bryn Shander who claims that magical experiments are being performed there. The gnome's name is Copper, and you'll find her at the House of the Morning Lord. That was the rumor you got. So you stumbled across the start of the quest.
Oh, okay. Yes, I've heard about it. They said this cabin is haunted or something, with some strange magic coming out from it. So maybe that explains the rumors.
I don't think it's haunted. I think it's probably just him over there doing whatever it is he's up to. But yes, if it's not gonna work, just tell him to come home. Just tell him to come back here. It's safe.
Well, if it's doing something good for.
I mean, if it's working, great. I hope. Fingers crossed.
Okay, all right. No worries. I'll definitely speak to my companions, and we'll go and see what's happened to this fella.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna take a bit more of this bread, if you don't mind me.
Yeah, go for
before it. he answers, just gonna grab the bread.
Yeah. Just quaff it down.
And just chug my coffee. And I go to the cleric, say, okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for your help.
I will see you tomorrow, stranger.
See you tomorrow, thank you. And I look to the other fella as well. And yes, and I'll also look for your friends. I'll speak to my companions, and then we'll see. Perhaps with my goal today, if you have enough time. If not, then maybe tomorrow after my curse has been lifted.
Of course. Well, thank you for the help.
Thank you. And then I make my way up, and then I'll go back to the tavern, or to the inn, whatever we were before.
Yeah, you head back to the inn tavern, the Norfolk, and at this point, probably by the time you get back, it's around about 8, 9 a.m. The rest of your companions are all awake, maybe like making around the main tap room for a little bit of breakfast and things like that. But yeah, the wake up here, and it is a new day befalls you. We will take a brief little break here, just because I need a drink, and no good clean time for me to get away. Be right back. And we're back. Alrighty, you are all in the Norfolk Inn. A new day has dawned. You're, either taking in a bit of breakfast if you wish to purchase any breakfast here before you set off, or maybe you're dipping into your rations and supplies.
Scratch would buy breakfast.
Sure.
I'm buying breakfast as well, and I've got a big smile on my face.
Oh, had a good night, Butcher?
It were amazing. The bed was so lovely and it was so big. I could roll over twice and I was still in it. And just the whole place was so, the air was so clear, I couldn't see little farty mists swirling around the place. It was nice.
I think those are in your imagination.
Do you want to try it?
Not even a little.
I've got good news as well. I've got good news. I spoke to the cleric at the temple, and
nice.
she said she was going to be able to remove my curse, but she just needs some time to prepare, and I must return tomorrow morning.
That's
Bodger jumps up. 1 second. He's going to run over to the barkeep.
Yep.
Slam another 2 gold down on the counter. Be like, it's mine for another day. All right.
Heard.
For the night.
Pass it over. Do you and your friends want breakfast?
Sure. I'll buy them all breakfast. How about that? I'm in a good mood.
If you want, the house special is the Bryn Shander Shield. It's big sharing platter of venison, sausages, fish, breads, cheese. Good for a big journey.
He named items that aren't knucklehead trout. Buy them.
How much bread did I have in the temple? How much food?
You
did I
probably
have
like a few handfuls. It wasn't like a huge loaf. It was like a little small little.
So I can still eat, right?
Yeah, you can still eat, definitely.
So, oh boy, I'm hungry. I can definitely eat some more.
I'll get, I'll buy 4 breakfasts.
Sure.
Yep. And then also I spoke to
It'll be
the
3 gold pieces per head for that one.
Yes.
12.
And then I turned to the party. I've also spoke to the fellow in the temple, and then he mentioned something about one of his friends have gone up to a cabin north of Lonelywood. In the same cabin we've heard before, saying that he might. I look at Scratch, and then Scratch goes. I look at Scratch like Scratch. You might actually like this. Apparently, this person is creating some sort of device that might be able to end the winter in 10 towns forever.
That sounds too good to be true, and
all he wants to do is, if you have some time, to go up there and make sure his friend is alive or dead, just to go and check on him. And also see if the device actually works. I think if it does work, this would be very beneficial for 10 towns.
well, I'm down. I'm very much down to investigate. Yeah.
And his name is Amacus, or Ramacus, or Damacus. I forgot. Something Acus. I forgot his name already.
Is it a he or are they a she?
Well, I don't know, actually. By the name, I assume he's a strong man. He said he's like me, and he's a cleric, he's an acolyte like me, and he worships Lathander. He worships Lathander. He said once you see him... Oh, he's a him, yes, he's a him. That's what he said. He will know who he is. Yes, for sure. Because he worships Lathander, yes.
Sleep deprivation's really getting him.
Yes.
Was there
yes.
a haunted cabin up that way?
Yes, that's exactly the one. I mentioned that to him, and then he said that it's no haunted. It's probably my friend with his crazy experiments. Most likely.
What was the name of the person you spoke to?
I don't remember. I was too distracted eating the lovely bread.
I just want to hear the narrator say it again. What's the full name of that person?
Copper Knobberknocker.
I love it. It's looking up Copper Knobberknocker.
Yes. Copper Knobberknocker, I think it was.
Gotta love gnomes,
Something
man.
with knob. Something with knobs.
Got a lot of gnomes.
Knobs. Oh, yeah, Copper
In our
Knobber
other
knobs, that's it,
campaign
yes.
right now, we're dealing with a lot of gnomish names, and I just love watching him.
Blink Blonk, Wimble
like,
Scrimble.
try and think of something and just
On
be
the
like,
fly.
yeah, his name is Scream Blom Skinkerconk, and it's like, yeah, I guess that's a gnome name.
I'm definitely going to drop a slur by accident at some point. Like, it's just it's statistically impossible to not.
Like, you put syllables together in a certain way, and
Yeah.
sooner or later,
Someone's going to be offended, and I'm not going to understand why. Wizards of the Coast making anything.
Someone is offended, and I don't understand. It was the fucking, like, monkey race,
The
and people were
Hadozi.
like, oh, it's racist, and I was like, okay, saying the monkey race is racist feels racist in itself, and then you read that backstory, and it's like, they're escaped slaves, and it's like, oh.
Fucked up. Anyway, you all get 3 huge... they're literally served on old shields just slid across your table. Massive platter of like big cuts of like freshly roasted venison. Big like venison deer sausages. Like there's like a few like fillets of fish, breads, cheese, like all just all splattered out there. This is a big delicious feast.
You know what? I can't remember the last time I ate meat from a land animal, this is not fish, from something we didn't kill ourselves. This is great.
That is true. I think we had knucklehead trout everywhere we went for the past several weeks.
I've started dreaming about those trout, and they talk, and it's not nice words.
What do they say?
Half of it I don't even know. It's a language I don't fucking know, and I'm dreaming it. I'm probably carrying my own little curse. Hey, Bahagor, how much is it costing you to get rid of this curse then? Do you need anything from us?
No, it's fine. I mean, she charged me £60.
60 pounds.
260 pounds.
60 pounds of gold? That's so much.
Yeah. 60 gold coins, which I already paid in advance.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, that's okay. I had a bit of pocket change, so should be
I
fine.
know, to be fair, after we sold all that oil, we're flush with cash. I've got a lovely room.
Exactly, yeah.
I've bought us all breakfast. We're living like fucking kings. It's great.
Now, I
Don't
know.
say how
All
much
I'm saying-
money you have.
All I have to say, friends, thank you so much for coming here with me in such a haste to get this removed.
You know what? It's a
Appreciate.
sacrifice. It's a sacrifice we're willing to make, mate. Anyone want a breakfast drink, since it feels like we're on holiday a bit?
We can grab an ale.
I'll have.
Who gets go for something
Actually-
mulled?
I'll have some of the milk I had last night because that was
You
lovely.
can order that yourself, mate. Anyone else for something mulled?
I mean, I'm a 60 gold coin short right now, so I'm a little bit poor on you all. So
Don't
I
worry,
would appreciate.
Mate, I'll pay for it. I just need you to order it. I'm not ordering that for you.
Maybe being
Oh,
poor will
okay.
teach you to not pick up cursed shit next time.
Probably not.
How you
the
won't
problem
know it's
was,
cursed? You
he's-
don't know. That's the whole
he's-
thing of cursed items. You don't know they're cursed until you are actually cursed.
Scram Sacks
And
like comes at a
boy.
table, like, you know, with a little notepad to take a load of your drinks. So you kind of see you like waving him down, and he's like, "I had a friend when I was adventuring just like him. We used to make him pick everything up for us just to see what would happen. He never learned. It was kind of like a dog that made itself sick because it ate something it wasn't supposed to. The dog doesn't
Wow.
understand the correlation. The dog just keeps eating the things that make it sick.
When you say you had a friend?
Oh
what
yeah, no, he
happened?
died horribly. He turned to ash.
Oh yeah.
He picked up- He tried to pick up a black sphere, a sphere of annihilation, they call it. He was pretty much destroyed instantly, really. I assume the ashes were his. They could have been unrelated. They could have just been in his pockets.
He might still be out there.
Maybe.
Probably in bits. Sorry about your friend. Anyway, we'll have
He's dead now.
three lots of something mulled, and I believe Scaly wants to order something.
Yes, I would like a glass of milk.
How do you
Give me
take
some
it?
milk.
Warm or cold?
I'll have cold because that was actually quite nice yesterday.
Sure. And he goes over to the bar. He gets a little like pot of a little copper pot, puts it on like a little over by the fireplace. And then as he goes back over, he fills up 3 like nice copper mugs with this like spiced mulled wine, which is served hot with orange peel and clove, like dehydrated orange peel, like just plopped in it. And he serves that for the 3 of you, and then he comes back with another ice cold bottle of goat's milk for Bahagor. And that will set you back
I'm gonna
2
go
silver the round.
Okay. I'm gonna go actually like.
Perfect round.
Do you know what? I think I'm gonna try something different here because this cold tastes quite nice. I've never had cold milk before, even though like in a very cold place. Have you got any fruit at all? Maybe you can mix some fruit in here, and stir and shake it and make it very nice and frothy.
I
What
have
fruit do you have?
The milkshake time.
fruits.
Yeah.
I have
the frozen
dehydrated orange peel. I have juniper berries. I have cabbage, pickled onions. I've got
chuck
some.
the pickled onions.
I've
in
got
there.
some honey.
Mm.
I have eggs. These are all things he suggests when you ask him what fruit he has.
Okay, do you know what? Some honey here, maybe some juniper berries. Juniper berries.
Sure.
They say you have peeled. What's it? Peeled oranges. What do you have?
I've got, like,
dried up.
Dried orange peel.
No, not that. You know, just juniper berries and some honey, and it can
Juniper
mix
berries
up
and
really
honey?
good for me.
In the cold milk.
Yes.
It
I
will
know what the
extract
fuck
more
juniper berries-
flavor warm, just so you know.
Okay, I don't know what juniper berries are, but they sound like berries, so they should be nice. I will have those.
Okay. If you
I-
and you want
you know,
to, you definitely want to cold warm.
Work Work of magic. No, I said it would have cold, no?
Okay,
Is
no,
that
I can
safe?
do it cold. I'm just saying it won't be as potent if it's cold because it won't take the flavor as quick. Unless you're willing to wait.
You know what? I will trust your judgment there, and then make it warm.
I'll warm if you're not in a rush. I can warm it up and I'll put it in the snow outside and let it cool down. It won't take too long.
Okay, let's do that then. There you go.
Sure. So
Oh boy, this is gonna be so good.
he gets a fresh little copper pot.
Gonna
He
taste
pours
like
the thing of milk in it.
Christmas.
You see, he takes a small little handful of these like small little kind of like pea size, like purple black berries, like crushes them in his hand, sprinkles those in. He takes like a little like jar of honey and puts a few spoons of that, stirs it through, sets it by the fire to get it warm, gives it a few stirs around. Doesn't let it like bubble or anything like that. Eventually, you see he goes out, like leaves the window, puts it on the snow on the windowsill, and then just like lets it cool down. Before he eventually brings it back to serve to you, Bahagor. For the add-ons, he will charge an extra silver piece just for all of the juniper and everything else. And yeah, you have this lovely flavored milk drink. For context, juniper berries are the thing that makes gin taste like gin. So you have milk that tastes like gin, sweetened with honey.
Boy.
If you
That
eat
actually
a
tastes
juniper
quite
berry
good.
by itself, it basically just tastes like how pine needles smell.
Pine needle-y, citrusy notes, kind of that kind of vibe, yeah.
Oh fuck it, that's what I heard before juniper. But okay, I mean, gin and honey. That's still not bad. Come on, that's all right.
Malice's plate, by the way, is completely scraped clean except the fish that has been perfectly isolated.
Is the fish knucklehead trout? I feel like we would all automatically know.
Yes, it is knucklehead trout, yeah.
Bodger will be exactly the same. He will be absolutely stuffed though, because he's trying to match Malice like mouthful for mouthful.
Yeah, and these are like
he's
the
got a
portions are
proper
the
pot belly
same.
going on.
They're portions for like a hungry human,
He's used to chowing down when needed, but it's a stretch. Like his belt is it's not even loosened, it's just open.
All of you have had, a good night's rest with the exception of Bahagor, but you also have had a good hearty meal, and your variation of diet is relieved as a result of it. So all of you, if you want to make a note, you have advantage on your next Constitution saving throw against any cold weather conditions. That is going to last, I'm going to say for argument's sake, until your next excursion. So if you stay in town for a week, it will still be there until you leave for the next excursion. But you probably will not get any more benefits from just resting in town now. You probably have gained as much benefit as you can from a good rest, paying a bit for luxury, private rooms, good hearty mood, bit of food. And also the creature comforts of being in a town that is the only town in the entire fucking book that has 3 stars for friendliness, services, and comfort. So it's actually gets treated from the outside world and stuff like that quite regularly. Yeah, so make a note you have it. Just for the next time you excurge, so you can bear that in mind. Is there anything in particular you guys would like to do this next day? Or are you just going to mooch about Bryn Shander? Just kind of see what happens.
I'll ask the party if what they want to do about this this guy in the black cabin. If they want to go today, they're going to tomorrow. If they want to go at all.
You tell us. You're the one that hasn't slept for 4 days or how many?
I mean, well, he marked the map here, and then so how long will it take us to get there? I'll bring the map out.
If you wanted to go as the
2 days of travel.
Yeah, it's a long way. If you want to go by the crow, if you went off road, you could get there in it's 16 miles. So bear in mind it took you 8 hours to go 6 miles yesterday.
Fuck, okay.
Maybe just hang out.
And if you went via the towns, it would take you 2 hours to Targos, 4 hours to Tourmaline, so that's 6 hours, and then 2 hours to Lonelywood, and then you would have to go through the forest. So that's, another... Probably, it's a full day's travel easy from Lonelywood to the Black Cabin itself. So you're probably looking at least 2 days travel if you went by the road as well.
So why don't we have an early start in the morning, get you fixed up, and then head over to Lonelywood. And then if you're still kind of tired from, still recovering from your curse thing, you can sleep it off in Lonelywood before you go out and bash the meds and tell them to quit the fucking shitty science. Or something.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. I mean, well, if speaking of which, don't we have any points of interest we're meant to check out around this area? In Bremen, maybe?
In where?
Yeah, Bremen's 5 hours up the road if you wanted to go towards Bremen.
Because I think we had a.
It's the only settlement you've not been to in the whole of 10 Towns.
I mean, we could go there. How about we get that on the way back? Because there's a few places out west and by the coast that I'd quite fancy.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys wanted you could like propose a route, but if you wanted to say you wanted to go to Lonelywood, then go to the cabin, you would have a choice. You could go to like Rebel's End and then down the coast like that, and then like ping back in, if you wanted to, or you might want to even go further south to Carluck and back in. There's lots of options that you guys could explore. Like maybe think about, going for a good excursion, because you probably will.
I kind of like the thinking north and then Rebel's End and then go west.
Work down the coast.
Yeah.
And that's, that's, bear in mind, we're saying Lonelywood's about a day's travel. That's about a day. That's like 2 days. Down the coast is going to be like, a fair fucking bit. Like, you might be better at us. Like, that's going to be a lot of exposure out in the wilderness. Like, it might be better just to go back to Lonelywood and all the way to Bremen and then out again, at that point. Like,
yeah. I mean, maybe could go back to. Yeah, it depends when we find a black cabin as well. I might have to come back to. Yeah,
things might change, but there are routes that you could take in mind. Like, there's the encounters are, whatever weather you like. Bear in mind, when you're out there, you are truly at the mercy of the weather. There might be days when it's like we need to make an igloo and hide.
Okay, well, I guess the next step then is get myself fixed up in the morning, and then perhaps start making our way to the black cabin, and then from there we'll see where we go from there.
The only other thing that you may want to do in Bryn Shander is, I would say, if you guys basically did enough math, there was definitely a point where you could effectively set up your sleds to have reserve dogs on the sleds being pulled by your primary dogs. So you could rest dogs in the sled while the dogs pull, and you just keep swapping them out. It will just be
endless dogs.
Yeah, it's just going to be a cost thing. We could work it out, like, in between sessions. But if you guys are like, if you want to get to the point where you want to be like, we want to travel a mile an hour across the snow, you're going to need to have reserve dogs that are resting in between that hour. So that would be the way to achieve that, by having the option there for them.
More dogs.
Depending on the length of the journey, because obviously the feed per day for the dogs is something like I can't remember how much.
You guys right now have a shit ton of meat. Like, I don't think you're super worried about that at the minute.
Oh yeah, no, but I wasn't meaning for us. I was meaning for the dogs. But I suppose you could just feed them.
I think you've been feeding them. You've been feeding them the meat, like the frozen meat supplies at the minute.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do some maths offline.
I think a medium creature needs a pound of food and a gallon of water per day. So compare that to your meat thing. And the good thing is, water is pretty easy to come by. As long as you can make a fire, you can always melt ice and melt snow into water. So
if only we had somebody with good bray.
They're sleeping. Alrighty, with that, that is where we're going to stop for tonight. We will see you all next time. Bye.
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 And